I don't even need to introduce him, honestly. It's Sonic the Hedgehog, arguably the most popular hedgehog in the entire world. Well, besides him, obviously. He's got games, and more games, TV shows, movies, and of course, a plethora of merchandise. The corporations have slapped him onto literally every product they possibly can. From curry, to ketchup, to bubble blowers, and more. But with how incredibly iconic he is, it just looks so funny whenever they get him wrong. So today, I thought it would be pretty fun to take a look at the most cursed Sonic products I could possibly find and decorate this room image into the ultimate cursed Sonic themed bedroom. I literally had to dig through the slop of the internet trash dumps to find these items, so get ready. But wait! This video is sponsored by Dragon City. Dragon City is an awesome free game where you embark on an epic journey to build up your very own dragon empire. You can grow food, build structures, and even place decorations on the many mysteriously floating dragon islands. Use all the food you grew to feed your little dragons until they become big and strong dragons that are ready for combat, and then make them partake in epic PvP battles to get even more stronger. And if you want even more dragons, you can breed them in different combinations to hatch and discover new dragons. And there's literally thousands of completely unique dragons with different elemental advantages and rarities to unlock. Some of my favorites are the Goofy Donut Dragon, Burger Dragon, UFO Dragon, Stone Dragon, and Piston Dragon. I mean, this one's literally called the Goofy Dragon. I like this one the most though, he's so cute. And some of them are just genuinely cool with creative uses of different art styles. Just look at this absolute specimen. This dragon actually goes hard, and others are just freaking cursed. Just look at this dingus, what the frick is that? I love him. If you want to collect all these silly dragons, then make sure to download Dragon City with the link in the description or the QR code on screen, and get your Silly Billy bundle of 15,000 food, 30,000 gold, and the very rare Iceling Dragon to help you get started. Thanks to the Dragon City for a sponsor. Now back to the video. I've always had a fascination with cursed products. Just seeing such iconic characters officially stretched and smeared into unrecognizable shapes is incredibly amusing, almost as if it's an art form in itself. And Sonic is a pretty meticulously crafted design, so it's kind of pretty easy to mess up. Everything about him is supposed to look cool as hell and translate that feeling of speed, such as his connected ski goggle looking eyes and the general shape of his head. Anyways, first things first, let's renovate this room a bit before we get started. As you can see, it's kinda bland at the moment, so I'm thinking a bit of blue paint on the walls and some classic Sonic green checkerboard flooring. Oh, and let's also replace this boring out window with a beautiful view of the Green Hill Zone from the first Sonic movie. And finally, we'll add another window into our backyard that we'll decorate later. Obviously, we gotta start off the day waking up in a glorious Sonic-themed bed. There's many horrible knockoff Sonic blankets and pillows online, so I'm just gonna choose the ugliest one and throw that in. Let's also roll out a good ol' ugly knockoff Sonic rug that's literally just a PNG slapped on a stock image background. Another nice touch would be some Sonic curtains on our window. And once again, there's a bunch of random ones online, so let's just choose the one that goes the hardest and throw it on. We definitely need to cozy up the room a bit more, so let's throw in this official Sonic beanbag chair. But there's also this Sonic chair? I have no idea what the frick this is. It's most likely just custom made by someone because there's only a few instances of this item on the entirety of Google. And to be honest, the more I look at it, the more I think this might not even be Sonic. Especially because when you translate the Russian on the website, it says cat. I was just so taken aback by finding this image, so I feel like I have to throw it in our room. But continuing our efforts in making this room cozier, let's check out a bunch of cursed Sonic plushies to throw on the bed. First up, we got the infamous play-by-play Sonic plush. And this is where we start to see very basic design traits get officially disrespected. They literally tried to fail as much as physically possible on the connected eyes detail. They're so incredibly far apart that there's no possible way they didn't do it on purpose. You can land a goddamn plane in between those. And why does he have a belly button? He's literally never had one. And there's even more messed up details, to the point where PatMac made an entire video just about this plushie, which I highly recommend. Next, we have the horrifying Sonic Build-A-Bear. Why does he look so stoopy? Clearly, this is based on the Sonic movie design, and I don't know, I kinda hate all the merch based on the movie. The disconnected eyes and blue arms just look so wrong. Like, it's fine in the movie, but this just isn't it. Also, the bottom of his feet are red for some reason. And now we have, oh, the baby. Look at the little scrunkly. Coughing Baby versus Nuclear Bomb. This is the baby Sonic movie plush, and he actually looks like that one 4-year-old that just stares at you at the supermarket. This is me if you even care. I just want to freaking punt it so bad. Actually, I can punt it because I literally bought one for some reason. All right, here he is. He's so cute. Why does he look like that? Oh my god. Comment down below how we should torture him. Yeah. Alright, let's also get the Sonic movie Talking Sonic plush. This dingus literally just has a photorealistic UV mapped texture all over him that looks so ugly. Bro is literally a Half-Life 1 character model, so apparently if you squeeze his left hand, he says a bunch of random phrases. And you can also shake him to make sound effects too. I don't actually have one sadly, so here's a video by Exotic Sonic showing off the silly voice lines.
So, do you guys want to watch a movie or what? Alright, high five! Gotta go fast! I'm Sonic.
Anyways, there's also this entire set of Sanrio-themed Sonic plushies that are actually kinda cute. I honestly want one. Wait, Tails, you can't do that, what the frick? And finally, let's just throw on a knockoff Sonic Among Us plushie too, cause why not? I can do whatever I want. I genuinely wish this was official, it's so freaking funny looking. And now that we're finally done with all the Sonic plushies, our room is actually looking a lot cozier. But we also need some sort of Sonic-themed alarm clock so we can actually wake up in the morning. So let's set up this official Sonic storage box as a bedside table and put this alarm clock on it. Barely anything is known about this item, so it's most likely a knockoff. I mean, it literally has the goofy separated eyes and it just looks so bad. And after a lot of searching through those internet trash dumps again, I finally found a video of what sound it makes, and you guys are not ready for this. Why? That's not how he sounds like! Ah yes, Sonic's iconic line. Let's also set up this cursed official Sonic lamp gizmo on the bedside table too, just in case it's too dark at night. I just love that the stand is his body and the giant lampshade is his massive misshapen head. It's so goofy looking. But honestly, I'm a little hungry now, so let's start stocking up our Sonic-themed kitchen with some Sonic-themed food. First up, we should check out all the Sonic-themed cereal we can have for breakfast. Starting out with the Gold Ring cereal, which is literally just Cheerios, I guess? And for some reason on the box, there's this whole speech bubble with Sonic himself advertising how great it is. I think it would be really funny to hear Sonic actually say this line, so I got the homie Ganny to voice act it for me, so here you go.
Whole grain gaming fortified with delicious video game nostalgia.
Ah yes, my favorite classic Sonic line. I love it when he says that. Anyways, this cereal wasn't even ever actually sold. It was only given out to influencers in 2017, specifically to advertise the Sega Forever service, so it's incredibly rare. Although there's also the Funko Sonic cereal because of course there frickin' is. This time the Cheerio knockoffs are pumped full of copious amounts of food coloring so they look dark blue, even though the rings in the Sonic games are gold. Wait, does that mean these are made of Sonic himself? Is it really worth it? Do you really want to eat this? And finally, we have probably the best one, the General Mills Sonic cereal that released in 2022. And I say this is probably the best one because it has these cute little Lucky Charm marshmallows, which are always my favorite thing for cereal to have. So yeah, this one's not even cursed. It actually looks kinda nice. In order to make a more balanced breakfast, we should also eat some toast. So good thing in 2018, Sega released a freaking Sonic toaster that toasts a picture of Sonic on your bread. It was very limited edition though, so it's super rare now. I'm also kinda tired, so let's drink this Sonic-themed energy drink with some Sonic Twisty Silly Straws. So I'm just gonna put a can right there and stick a silly straw in it. That looks so funny. Although eventually we're gonna eat some lunch too, so good thing there's multiple different brands of Sonic-themed pasta to choose from. And of course they all have the classic pasta pieces shaped as the characters, one of my favorite cliches from these cursed products videos. Also, as usual, it's so hard to decipher which character is which. Like, pause the video and genuinely try to guess who these are supposed to be. Okay, here's the answers. Comment if you actually got any right. Although here's some more from a different brand that's even more difficult. And here's the answers again. Good job at getting none of them. But seriously though, they chose such weirdly specific characters. What kid is getting all excited about eating pasta shaped as Eggman's pig robots that show up every once in a while? No offense, of course. They're honestly kinda cute. If you also want to eat some Sonic fries from the Sonic Cafe that was open for a few months in Texas, then of course you gotta bring this terrifying bottle of Sonic-themed ketchup. This was only released in the UK and Ireland in the 90s, and it looks so freaking ridiculous. I love it so so much. They even went the extra mile by giving him different facial expressions on different bottles. Although sadly, or goodly, I guess, the ketchup is not blue, it's just normal ketchup. This ain't no bright blue Heinz Easy Squirt ketchup. Although if you really want blue colored Sonic goop, then good thing the official Sonic curry is actually blue and it looks so gross. What the actual frick is this slop? Eggman shoved him into a blender, no. You're also supposed to make the plate look like Sonic's face, which does look kinda cool when it's done right. But apparently that's too difficult for some people because most photos look freaking horrifying. Such an utterly harrowing plate of goop. It stares at you in pure agony, begging you to eat him so the suffering can finally end. Babe, are you okay? You've barely touched your limited edition Sonic curry. And now, after our Sonic breakfast, Sonic lunch, and Sonic dinner, it's finally time for a Sonic-themed dessert, which of course will be the infamous Sonic ice cream bar. Not every character gets the privilege of being turned into an ice cream bar, and thankfully Sonic is among the lucky few. These scoundrels are notorious for looking incredibly cursed, usually just cause it melts in the packaging, so the shape gets all messed up and the eyeballs move into the wrong spot. And by wrong spot, I mean Eldritch Horrors levels of wrong spot. And sometimes there's just an extra freaking eyeball. And other times there's only one. There's also this funny little speech bubble on one of the packages of Sonic advertising the silly eyeballs. So here's Ganny voicing that.
Way cool bubblegum eyeballs. $1.50.
You probably want to see all the cursed ones already, so I made a slideshow with scary sound effects. Here you go. Anyways, with how iconic Sonic is, it's obviously a given that there's also a freaking Pez dispenser too. Although what's even worse is that there's also a Sonic Funko Pez dispenser. They already had a pretty alright Sonic Pez, why did they have to make a freaking Funko one too? Well, after eating all that candy, we should probably brush our teeth. So good thing there's this Sonic themed bathroom set that also comes with a Sonic ball for some reason. Is this how he looks like when he does a spin dash with no motion blur? And for some reason, this cursed Sonic ball thingamajig kinda looks like the Mario ball toy from my Mario products video. So I obviously had to get one so they can finally meet up. Hell yeah, Sonic ball and Mario ball can be friends now. God, this thing looks so freaking weird. Look at this shape. What the frick? Alright, let's see if it actually bounces. Boom. What? Hey, get that back. Bounce test numero 2. It just goes in a random direction when you slam it on the ground. Oh my god, how did it get in there? Alright, let's do a spin dash. We don't actually have anywhere to put this yet, so I'm just gonna set up this blue shelf in the corner. And now we have a place to put the silly Sonic ball. But there's also another Sonic ball toy that's supposed to be some kind of stress ball, and it also looks incredibly goofy. But if you just can't get enough of Sonic balls, we also have the Sonic Ball plushie. And if that's not enough for you, there's also the Super Sonic Ball plush, a Tails Ball plush, and a Shadow Ball plush. God, these goobers look so freaking funny.
This pic goes hard. Feel free to screenshot.
I don't know why, but I decided to buy one for some reason, so here you go. Giant Sonic Ball and Tiny Sonic Ball. Why does he look like a freaking Angry Bird? He's so round and rotund. He ate too many chili dogs. Why does he have a freaking hook on the top? Are you supposed to hook him up as like a decoration? Like a giant Christmas ornament or something? Look at that! He fits in the little cat tower bowl. Wait, why does he fit really well? What the frick? He looks so comfy in there. What the yeah? I'm just gonna leave him there actually. Okay, fine, I'll throw him at the wall too. Yeah! Well, after playing with all those Sonic balls, it's about time to take a bath with this official Sonic bath bomb. And yes, that's technically another Sonic ball. Although the special thing about these is that each one comes with a random squishy character inside after it dissolves in the bath, which is actually kinda cool. Hell yeah, they added Sonic-themed gambling into the bath bomb. So I'll just drop one of these little guys onto the shelf. But we can still add even more bubbles into our bath with the official 1995 Sonic bubble bath bottles. The top of the bottle is a little finger finger puppet of the characters, and the Sonic and Knuckles ones look pretty alright, I guess. But the Sally one is just freaky looking. That's actually terrifying. And while we're at it, we can also play with the official Sonic rubber duckies in the bath too. And for some reason, they made one for almost every single goddamn character. Why are there so many of these doofuses? Most of them are really cursed, but the other ones are just kinda silly. I honestly love them. Although after our bath, let's make sure to put on the official 1993 Sonic-themed perfume so we can smell just like Sonic does. And this perfume bottle comes in the most beautifully cursed design they possibly could have come up with. It's basically the same idea as the ketchup from earlier, where his whole body is the bottle, but this time with a fully 3D head as the cap. And oh, there's the classic decapitating the character cliche that we see every once in a while. And continuing the decapitation trend, we also have the Sonic-themed bubble blower, where you have to unscrew his head to blow some bubbles. Oh god, that's gore of my comfort character. I love how the instructions on the back just directly says unscrew Sonic's head counterclockwise. But looking at the actual model itself, why is it literally the most thug-ad gangster thing I've ever seen in my life? Why is he so chill like that? There's also another Sonic speech bubble at the front, so let's get Yanni to voice that real quick.
Dudes, I'm a radical bubble blower with a wand and lots of shield bubbles inside. I love inflating.
Anyways, let's continue adding some more toys on our shelf. And we obviously can't forget a good old Sonic Funko Pop, because those are always freaking cursed. But there's also this horrifying thing that's even worse. Apparently, it's some toy series called Pop-Taters, and it's kind of like Mr. Potato Heads, where you mix different pieces together, I guess. Oh god, that's even more gore of my comfort character. We should also make sure we have a Sonic-themed piggy bank to keep all our money in. And for some reason, this piggy bank uses the exact same model as the bubble blower. They're literally identical. But there's also another Sonic piggy bank item, and it's literally the most random mix of items I've ever seen in my life. This apparatus right here is the Sonic the Hedgehog soda can slidey puzzle piggy bank. It's just such a random mishmash of completely unrelated items. It's actually insane. And they made so many of them in the 90s with a bunch of different designs. It's just so oddly specific, I had to get one. And now we have the Sonic soda can slidey puzzle piggy bank apparatus. Jesus Christ, that's so many things combined into one. And honestly, this is actually a really aesthetic item. Like, look at this little design, he's so cute. And all the little stars and the colors. Well, first things first, we should put some coins in it, cause it's a freaking piggy bank.
Yeah, there you go, Sonic. Take all my money. Take it all. Come on.
Maybe even drink some soda from it.
Yeah.
And now I can scramble it. Hold on, actually, let me get the money out of there. I'm kind of scared too, though, because, like, what if I never solve it again? Dude, this thing keeps getting stuck. How are you even supposed to scramble it? No, look at him. What have I done to him? No. I actually don't want to scramble it anymore. I need to solve this thing. Okay, there. I fixed it. I am literally never gonna scramble this thing again. I'm just gonna put it on my shelf because it's actually a really nice decoration right next to the Fanta camera. But speaking of Sonic puzzles, there's also this Sonic Ball Rubik's Cube thing. Wait a second, is that another goddamn Sonic Ball item? Why are there so many freaking Sonic Balls? It's actually kind of cool though, cause the goofy little Sonic and Tails are 3D, but sadly it's extremely rare nowadays. But getting even more weirdly specific, we have the 1996 Sonic Hot Wheels micro cars, and they look so cursed for some reason. Eggman looks like he got smushed by a freaking anvil. Sonic is just distorting his body in unexplainable ways, and Knuckles just looks like the horrors he's seen are unfathomable. But wait, there's even more niche Sonic Hot Wheels, such as the 1995 Sonic Crash and Smash Hot Wheel. And oh my god, look at that absolute specimen! Why the frick is he so angry? What does he even have to be mad about? This came in a set of Hot Wheels that are just a bunch of random characters riding motorcycles, and when they crash into something, the character flies off. But there's still two more Sonic-themed Hot Wheels, the Sonic and Tails character cars from 2022. Although these ones aren't really that cursed though, the Sonic one genuinely goes hard, and the Tails car is such a goofy goober with the propellers on top, I love it. And speaking of Sonic cars, literally while I was making this video, even more cursed Sonic products were just coming out. Specifically, the Shadow the Hedgehog stretchy goo jitsu car toy was leaked while I was writing the script. And what the frick even is this monstrosity? I love him so much. He eaten bees! On the packaging, you could even see a Sonic one too, and they look like they're kissing for some reason. This just proves that we truly have an infinite supply of cursed Sonic products. The list will just get longer and longer until the end of time, because as they say, with great popularity comes great cursed products. Now that our room is mostly done, we can also go have a party in the backyard with some cursed Sonic bounce houses. I found a bunch of random ones online that are most definitely not officially licensed. I like how in this one, you just go in between his legs. We also have a nice pool to use in the summer, so let's make sure we have this beautifully cursed Sonic pool floaty so you don't end up drowning. I just love how he has such a bulbous head, and he's doing a silly double thumbs up, which is the one thing he doesn't ever actually do. Usually he's just pointing somewhere. And finally, let's go back to the bedroom and add a few posters as a finishing touch. And now, I present to you the fully completed cursed Sonic bedroom, kitchen, and backyard. God, this thing is so overwhelming to look at. I hope you enjoyed going through all these silly items with me. As usual, it was so much fun to decorate this room and talk about all the weird things I could find. Cursed products are truly an art form that I think deserve to be appreciated. So make sure to like and subscribe, check out my silly merch website, and also remember to download Dragon City, the link in the description. You'll get your funny bundle of 15k food, 30k gold, and an icing dragon. Nice! Also comment down below your favorite Sonic game, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye!